Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode here of Bass and Furious TV. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you to everybody that subscribes to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that button. Subscribe now, that way you don't miss any of my videos, guys. But I am on the water fishing, and I felt like it was a perfect time to come on and talk to you guys about the state of the fishing industry. You guys have seen probably a million videos about this same exact topic over and over again, different channels, different people ranting about this, raving about this, excited about this, upset about this. You guys have been seeing it everywhere, I'm sure. So why not give you one more place to look at it, guys? But I'm gonna do it while I'm on the water fishing, so stay tuned. I'm right here. I'm doing a little bit of fishing, and I'm trying to wait a minute, guys, trying to bring you guys the fishing and the talk. So stay tuned. If you like fishing, you like watching fishing, you know, because this is literally what this is all about, watching someone fish. You like watching someone fish, you know, stay tuned into this, because I'm talking about the bass fishing and watching someone fish. Basically, you're trying to sell to the public watching someone else fish, when the majority of us know that as much as we like watching someone fish, usually when I see somebody fishing, my first thought is to go grab my rod and reel and go fishing myself. But you know, again, we're trying to sell an idea. So let's just go with the idea. So, oh god, all these fish moving in right past me. Let's see if I can get one of them. All right, guys, I'm in the shade here. I'm gonna take a second, make a few casts right here. When you're fishing in these little skinny creeks, guys, talking and all that stuff usually don't help you catch no fish, but that's okay. I've already caught, I think I caught 4 when I came back in here, so I'm good. We're gonna talk to you guys. So we're gonna talk about the current state of the fishing. What's going on with the fishing? What's going on with Bassmaster? What's going on with MLF? What's going on with the BPT? What's going on with the invitationals, the opens, the NPFL, the iconic lithium battery challenge, or icon, or ionic, or something, whatever that thing's called. My bad, I'm sorry, I apologize if I messed up your name. But look at all these fish swimming past me. I can literally, they're creating a wake swimming past me. There's that many fish swimming past me. I gotta make a few casts, guys, hold on. These fish, they're finally starting to move back into this pocket after I've been back in here for 45 minutes. Now they're starting to move back to where I just came from, but that's fine. All right, guys, so we're just going to talk about it, guys. I'm going to try to break it down as best as I can while I'm on the water, while I'm fishing, while I'm trying to cast. Also, guys, I'm going to leave a link below to a couple things. If you guys could check those things out before I get into it. If y'all could check those things out, guys. I got some great companies that I rock with this year. I've got some exciting news about 2025 for me. I'm going to do a whole video for that, guys. A lot of things changing for me in 2025. So I hope you guys rock with me there. But I'm gonna try to leave the link below. In particular, these glasses, guys. These are Tonic Eyewear glasses. These things are like that. I really like them. I have a code. Look at these bass. There's bass swimming all around me. I have a code ROLLIN. If you use the code ROLLIN, you'll save 20% off. But I'm gonna leave a link for the all this stuff in the description box, guys. So be sure to check that out, guys. I appreciate all of you who have done this so far. You supported the companies that I leave in the bio. So thank you so much to everyone. All right, guys, we're gonna dive in. I'm gonna try to break this down as best as I can, and I'm gonna go organization by organization. That way, you know, for those of you who don't know what's going on, or you live under a rock, I'm gonna try to make it as easy as I can. Because the thing is, a lot of times you talk about fishing, there's still people that think Kevin Van Dam fishes for Bassmaster and think he's gonna fish the Classic this year. There's still people who have no clue. They just like fishing. They like Bill Dance fishing on Saturday, whatever morning Bill Dance fishes on. They like watching Roland Martin talk about fishing. They like, they just like that. They just know about fishing. They don't know about tours. They don't know about who's doing what and who's sponsoring who and who did this and who did that. So I'm gonna try to break it down, start back, you know, kind of where we left off at before all the changes, and then kind of go up to the changes. So you've basically got 3 organizations right now in the fishing industry. One fairly new being the NPFL, and I say, oh my God, that's a school of bass that just went past me. That was a whole school of bass, probably 2-pounders, but they were moving so quick, there's no way I'd have got to them. Sorry, guys. Okay, so starting with the NPFL. NPFL, fairly new. Out of the groups, NPFL is fairly new, but they're not run by fairly new people, okay? They're run by people who've been in the fishing industry for a very long time, so they very much so have a pulse on issues that have plagued the fishing industry, as well as things that have worked well in the fishing industry. And they're trying to put all that together to come up with a product that has sustainability and also is enjoyable. One of the things that, you know, guys show up, they want to show up. They want to talk about stuff. They want to work together to solve problems. Like, that's what they're trying to do. I know a couple people weren't too happy about their decisions this year. I'll get into that, but you know, that is what they're trying to do. So guys, I literally just saw 4 or 5 2-pounders just swim right past me. I fished back in that spot for the last 45 minutes. I caught 4 bass, all of them under a pound. Those weren't that big either, actually. They probably were pound and quarters. All right, guys, but you got 3 of them. They're MPFL, Bassmaster, which we all know about, the Bassmaster Classic, the Bassmaster, the Blue Trophy, all of that. And then you got the BPT, that's the Bass Pro Tour, with the red crest and all of that. So you guys all, just so you guys are familiar with the organization. So if I say Bass, I'm talking about one. MLF or BPT, I'm talking about one. Major League Fishing, Bass Pro Tour. You guys might be familiar with that one from a standpoint of you know all about fishing just like I do, or you used to watch their series on the weekend where they put everybody in the same boat, send everybody out, and they see who's the best angler. That's used to be what I used to watch of MLF, and now they've turned it into the Bass Pro Tour whole like trail. So if you guys are familiar with the whole trails, the Bass Pro Tour, NPFL, and Bassmaster. Now, the Bassmaster and BPT, the BPT was started because people were unhappy with some of the things that were going on with bass. And I'm saying that because that actually leads right towards what we have going on again here in the industry as a whole. People are leaving, people are making changes, people are switching up what they do, people are switching up how they move based on the fact that they are unhappy with certain things going on in certain organizations. So we're right back in the same boat again, guys. We're in the same section doing the same thing again. So I think it's funny when people talk about the organizations, they're like, Bass has got it, Bass has figured it out, Bass is the greatest, Bass. So if Bass was the greatest and everybody loves Bass, why did the split happen? Okay, the split happened because people were originally unhappy with some of the things that Bass was doing. And I'm not saying whether Bass was right or wrong. That's not my place in this video. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not even going to go into why, the main reasons of why people split. You can look that up yourself when the split actually happened. You can go back and check all that stuff out. But people split then because they were unhappy with the way things were going. Okay, now fast forward. It's been a few years. BPT they got a great thing going where they waived entry fees for everybody. Then they turned around and brought entry fees back. They changed the trail circuit from a certain number of days to a certain number of days. They changed the number of anglers that are competing. They changed the payouts. They changed who's fishing. They created a trail to where you can actually get invited to the BPT. Because if you remember, guys, the Bass Pro Tour started and there was no qualifications to actually get into the Bass Pro Tour. Oh, got one. Oh, lost it, guys. See if he comes back. 2 of them came back. They're watching it. They're literally just looking at it, but they won't get it. 4 of them. 5 of them. Oh my goodness, guys. All off that dock. All off that dock. 4 or 5 bass just sitting there. I probably could pitch back to get them with the Cinco guys, but I don't see the point. They weren't even a pound. They weren't even 12 inches. That's why they didn't get the Buzzbait, because the Buzzbait ain't but 3 inches. But yeah, guys, you can go back and look at that. When the BPT started, there were no qualifications. Basically, it was a couple of guys that wanted to leave, or a few guys that wanted to leave, a few hand-picked ones, and they started a circuit, and that's it. There were some guys left out of that qualification that, you know, clearly should have been in the Bass Pro Tour because they had the stats for it, but they got left out. They weren't in the group. They got the invite. You see what I'm saying? So you got a whole trail. Oh, another one. Ah, I lost it. There's so many fish up there. See, this is the thing. I fished all the way in the back, and I should have known there was nothing going on back there because I fished right here, and I get bites. I got bites all the way up to the midsection of this, and then they just completely stopped. All right, guys, I'm trying not to make this video too long, but I'm already a few minutes into this, so I'm trying not to make it too long. But to be fair, guys, I am fishing as well, and I'm trying to talk to you guys and break down some very important stuff while fishing. So this you know, this is gonna be interesting, you know, to say the least. Trying to multitask here. But all right, so like I was saying, a couple of changes were made. A league was started. Again, people were not happy with some of the decisions that were made. Now, fast forward all of that. You get through all that. And then out of all that, the NPFL started as well. In the midst of all that, the NPFL came along because people felt like there needed to be one more trail. This trail was doing this. This trail was doing this. This trail was changing this. This trail was changing this. So they decided, hey, let's come up with another one altogether. Let's give people a whole nother alternative to what's going on and see and let the people respond. Let the people say, you know, hey, we don't like this. We want to do this. We want to try this. We want to do this. Give them a chance to do it. And I apologize, guys, if you can't see me. The sun is right there. I'm trying to get back in the shade. But so basically you got that. Now you got the 3 trails. Hopefully everybody's caught up. We're all on the same page. Guys, if you haven't, be sure to check out the links below. I do appreciate it. Appreciate you guys to support the links and all that. Thank you so much to everyone who does that, guys. I got my clothing line. I got these glasses. I got a discount off of some Grundens apparel, Grundens boots, all that, guys. I got discount codes and everything in the link in the description, guys. Check the description. I got links for all that stuff where you guys can save some money and get some of the stuff that you really want to get. Oh, bass all up here. Bass all up here. Oh my goodness. So guys, now we're going to fast forward that to today. We are now in 2024 going into 2025. A couple of major announcements were made. For the most part, all the trails, they were either Bass Pro Tour's always been how many fish you can catch. Then they switched to 5 fish limit. Then they switched back to how many fish you can catch. Bass has always been, BPT is that. Bass has always been 5 fish limit. See who can catch the 5 biggest fish, and let's roll on with it. So NPFL always been 5. Got one. Oh my goodness, he smoked it. Smoked it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Smoked it off this bank. I saw a blow up too right before I got there. Smoked it. There you go, guys. Bass right there in the middle. There you go. For you guys who stay tuned in, who want to see the fishing. There you go. Got some fish. Got that fish for you. There you go. All right. I don't know if that's a cull. I already got a decent bag going already, so that was fun. That was fun. Right off this bank. You can see the whole dust cloud of where he took off at too. Woo-wee. That's fun, guys. That's fun. You like watching fishing, but think about it. I've been on this thing for 12 minutes and absolutely nothing has happened but me running my mouth. Now we get a couple of fish catch here. We might get a couple more now that we're on this stretch though. So, all right, guys. So with that being said, the trails, the size, the limits, how they fish. All right, guys, I hope this video makes sense because I know I'm kind of going back and forth and I'm kind of going over a couple different things and I'm trying to multitask as well, and I'm doing this specifically because, guys, if you understand, ooh, another one smoked. Let me actually try to get them in. There you go. Yes, sir. Guys, I may not ever get to my logic here. If this keeps happening, another one, guys, another one smoked it. Let's go. Man, I will never catch anything out of this creek. Today is 2. And the crazy part is those fish are normally over a little farther. They're normally over where I was about to cast at. That's why I didn't get them before. I didn't cast over here before. I did not cast over here before. I stuck to the spot I knew and I didn't get any bites earlier. And they all they did was move over just a little. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. All right, guys, so with that being said, with the trails, again, different types of limits, different things that you're fishing for, 5 fish, most fish, that kind of thing. The different trails have been doing, NPFL and Bassmaster have been consistent. They've been doing the exact same thing over and over again. BPT has made changes to their format. Pound is acceptable fish, 1.5 pounds is acceptable fish, 2 pounds is acceptable fish. I think one tournament they got is 3 pounds acceptable fish. They call it a variable minimum. And they try to change it to make sure the weight matches what is normally caught out of that particular place. So if the average bass size out of the fishery they're at is 2 pounds, they try to make the variable weight 2 pounds. That way, you know, you're catching every fish that you get to score in is actually going to be, you know, a decent sized fish. Because don't nobody want to sit there and watch a bunch of 12 inchers get caught, except for, you know, if you're watching a YouTube video like you are right now, mine, and you're seeing 12 and 14 inch fish get caught. But who knows if you guys actually like that. So, all right, guys, we're gonna paddle a little bit farther, get out of this creek, and go fish a bridge real quick. Hopefully, I can fish this bridge, get right. My water done dropped on me, guys. My water done dropped on me. Hoping I can squeeze through here, chop up this grass. Okay, whew. I think I got it. This spot right there looks good for a bass, but dang, not anymore. So guys, basically, I said all that to say that the current state of the fishing industry is, again, just like it was before. It was in absolute turmoil when the split happened, when they made this organization started, this organization did that. The turmoil is right back again. We're right back in the same spot. People are unhappy. People are upset about this. People are upset about that. So changes are being made across the board to try to make a better product. Changes are being made across the board to try to make a better product. Now, I'm going to fast forward to the current day. Okay, so here we are, like I said, 2024, 2025. Bass fishing, the frustration is at an all-time high across the board. People are fighting in the locks and arguing and threatening little kids, and I mean threatening teenage young men, I believe is the story. I don't want to say little kids to imply worse than what it actually is, but grown men arguing, pulling in on each other, threatening to jump on each other's boats, and that all may be just one person that's doing all of that. But you know, again, just at a general, it's at an all-time high. Co-anglers some of them are upset because of forward-facing sonar. They can't catch no fish. They're sitting there paying money to sit behind somebody who's chasing one fish around all day. And then you got co-anglers that are happy with it, don't care, or are making a killing. You know, they're good. You got boaters who are upset about boat-on-boat draws. You got boaters who are upset about the size of fields. You got people being eliminated from fields for talking. You got Instagram posts getting people fined. You got anglers retiring left and right. They're all just pulling the plug and just saying, you know what, I'm out. You know, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm done with bass fishing. I'm going to still work with so-and-so, and I'm going to make content for my sponsors, but I will not be fishing any tournaments in 2024. So you got a lot of that talk going on, mixed in with, if you guys have just gone fishing lately, have any of you guys, and comment below if you've gone fishing and you look at people fishing and you just don't, it just doesn't look the same. And if you understand what I'm saying, if you think about it, if you actually think about what I'm saying, you'll understand what I'm saying. It just doesn't look the same. And what do I mean by that? I can explain it, but like I said, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. It doesn't look the same, guys. Basically, when you see people fishing now and they're on the lake and they're fishing, or they're on a pond, or they're on a bank, or they're on a river and they're fishing, it doesn't look the same, guys. In my opinion, it's so bad. All it is a bunch of grown men out in the middle of the channel with their heads down, staring at a screen. Boats get ready to run into them. They don't care because it doesn't matter. Whatever's on that screen is the end all be all. It's like, and it just doesn't look fun, guys. Like, I've gone fishing several times, and I'll be in the back of a creek or in the back of a pocket, and all I do, if I look up and look around, and people are anywhere near me, every single one of them is just down looking at a screen holding a spinning rod, guys. Like, I never in my life thought that that's what bass fishing would turn into. Is just, and I know the effectiveness of it, and I'm not gonna make this a four-faces sonar rant, guys. I'm not gonna make this, because I'm not against it, and you will probably see it on my kayak as soon as I can afford it. I can't afford it. I had it before. I sold it because I wasn't using it, and I wish I hadn't sold it now, because I actually did have it, and it's at my house. It was at my house on my boat, and then I sold it. I didn't sell it with the boat, but I sold it, and yeah, I wish I had held on to it, because I would 100% put it on my kayak right now. But yeah, I'm not opposed to it, so I don't want people getting the impression that I'm saying they think I'm opposed to it or I got some kind of problem with it, because I don't. I don't have a problem with the actual technology itself. I have a problem with the way how it's affected the way that people fish. That's the only problem I have. Look at that. All the bait in the world. Where is the bass? Where are the bass? All right, I'm just fishing wrong. I'm just fishing wrong. All right, let me take this. Let me put this away, guys, real quick. I gotta make an adjustment here. All right. So, guys, yeah, if you understand what I'm saying, if you follow fishing at all, you understand what I'm saying. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't feel the same. What's going on the water just isn't the same. It's just. Like I said, it's just a bunch of people with their head down, just looking at screens. So, anyways, to get off of that point, guys, but so basically, like I said, there's turmoil everywhere. People are arguing everywhere. You got meme pages making fun of this person, making fun of that person, this person blocking that person. I mean, guys, this is like bass fishing. These are grown men. Like these are like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old men blocking each other on Facebook. Like this is insane because they don't agree on a topic. They can't talk about it. Like grown men, they have to block each other on Facebook and then go create another page to then run down the person who they blocked because they don't, guys, it's turned into a bunch of junk, and it's not fun. So the organizations this year decided to try to step up and make a couple of changes here to some formats and some approaches and how the things are going. They tried to make some changes here, guys, and you know what? People are still arguing. People are still upset. People are still fussing. People are still fighting. People are still talking junk about each other on the internet. You know why? Because it's the nature of sports. People, there's never a way to please everybody that's involved in a sport. No matter what the sport is, there's never really a way to please everybody that's in that sport. There's always going to be somebody that's unhappy about something, somebody that wishes something was a different way. That's always going to exist, just based on the sheer fact that it is sports. That's all. Oh my God, there was a fish back there, and it looked like it was a good one. So the organizations that are going to have the most success moving forward. Oh, something slurped it, but did not get it. The organizations that are going to have the most success moving forward, guys, and I know I'm 20 minutes in here, so my apologies, but organizations that are going to have the most success moving forward here are the ones that make a decision, stick with their decision, and that's that. Basically, you set your organization up the way you want to set it up. People are either going to show up and fish your organization or they're not. You're going to either make money or you're not. You're either going to rise or you're going to fall. And if you're smart about it, you consult the people who you're charging the money to about your decisions. That way, when you make that big decision, you're not absolutely wasting your money and completely alienating your target audience. So now we'll talk about the decisions. So Bassmaster rolled out a decision. First of all, the BPT actually changed quite a few things on their side. They got rid of, unfortunately, quite a few anglers. Sent them dudes down to the G League. Yeah, they sent a couple dudes down to the G League. Is that a spider making a web on me? You making a web on me, bro? Oh my God, 1 o'clock. All right. Yeah, so a couple of the organizations, again, a few guys have retired, a few guys have made a couple of changes, a few guys are fishing different things this year, a couple of guys have moved on, just retired from fishing altogether, a couple of guys that were on another trail came back from that trail to go back to a different trail. So people are moving, people are shaking, people are making different adjustments, people are, like I said, there's just a lot of things going on in the bass fishing world today, and I'm hoping that this video can kind of get you caught up on it, and also you guys can hang out with me while I try to catch some bass. So, but basically Bassmaster rolled out the biggest news in bass fishing, the biggest news, but also the most upsetting news in bass fishing of all year. They rolled out that they're doing away with the entry fees, yet they also are doing away with the payouts as well. So no entry fee, but you're also, oh man, I can't finish this video now.